Doing an Oakley graduation line.
People know you like one of the top players in the NBA history. Do you think about that?
I mean, people like what they like, music, entertainment, celebrities. I just play the game. Just really a lot of energy and passion. Just play hard. I mean, tough. I mean, I haven't been in the ring with Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali or nobody like that. So, but you know, I expect them guys, you know, the job they did in the boxing ring. So, you know, the title of being tough on the basketball court. Y'all want to give it to me, I'll take it.
Was the basketball different in the 90s than today? I mean, harder game or not?
I think a lot of bad coaches now. Teams bad for a reason. GMs, bad coaches, a lot of people hiding their friends, can't control the guys on the team, let guys do what they want to do. It's bad to be an ex-player to see that. And they wonder what's going on with the league. You know, they're losing the foundation, they're losing, I mean, what was back in the past, how the league was built. It was grinding. I mean, they just let the players sell up everything. They're not making it tough for us, like management and coaches. They try to make it easy. I mean, they have 2 or 3 plays. I mean, it's not really, it's not really just, I don't see the effort from the work that management put in. So when management bad, that means coaches, you know, will be real lenient to the guys on the team. They ain't ready, they can't holler the guys, they can't make guys do what they really want to do. And it's bad for other 10, 11 guys on the team because they say, well, you know how this guy not doing game plan, so I should think about the game plan. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hate to talk bad about the guys because I play the game they playing. And I really blame management than the players.
I think your generation was more coachable. More coachable, your generation than this generation?
I mean, it was more, guys was serious about their job. I don't think a lot of guys are serious about their job because they take it lackadaisical. And I think that you had to know the game, play the game back then. They wasn't going to just play because they drafted you first round and you went to Duke or North Carolina. You had to know the scheme of things. You had to be an asset at that time on the court. You couldn't miss in like 8 to 10 free throws if you were playing the game.
During your time in Chicago, we all got to watch from afar you playing with Michael Jordan. How was it playing with him in his heyday?
It was good. I mean, he's a guy, he's serious about the game. I mean, passion. I mean, he played harder in practice than he did in the game. And that what made him so good on the court. I mean, he ain't losing, he lost a couple games, losing having scrimmage, but he lost, he got mad, you know, kicked the ball to the ceiling. I mean, he just, in practice, he made statements. He didn't wait to the game to make statements. So he knew what he did in practice. The game was going to be better.
What's it like working for him?
Like working for him? I don't know. I don't really look at working for him. I just try to do my job. I wanted to check in to him. So we're still friends, but when I see something wrong, I tell him. I've been telling him a lot. There's a lot wrong. Bad team, ain't winning. You know, we got a lot of players. You know, so when Paul took it over, his son and Ralph, myself, we made a change. We made a difference. We tried to make some toughness, make the guys more hungry. It ain't gonna be no just walking apart. You know. So just gotta keep that going. It's a building process. I think getting Kimbo was a great asset. You know, I like his swagger. He did in Connecticut, NCAA. He got a trail with him. You know, he won 11 straight games. He's a kid out of New York. You know, he got swagger, and I think that he should have been the first pick in the draft. I think they're high on him, #1.
You mentioned before about in your opinion, kind of the evolution of the game players today. Is that part of why you decided to get into coaching?
No, I just you know, I had a lot of offers before. I mean, a lot of people scared of me. They say, well, you know, it's not what you might say, how you say it. I said, I my payday been real strong for my whole career, and I ain't had to apologize about nothing I said. So I said I must be saying something right, but y'all don't listen. But then every time I said something, 3-4 months later, somebody tried to use it and they stir it or try to bring it back to people's attention. So it's a copycat league. So I think like football, it's a copycat league. Everybody wants to pass the ball now. It won't be a West Coast offense, but I think in NBA, it's no more grinding. Everybody wants to throw the ball 10, 12 times. That's not basketball. That's just trying to make a superstar. It's hard. I mean, when you got a guy trying to dribble, all that, the game is catch and shoot, 1 or 2 dribble pass. In the YMCA, I mean, you don't hold the ball. I mean, it's simple. But now you lock guys out and wonder what's wrong. You don't want to pay them. You let, it's like a window. You get it fixed and you still, in the wintertime, you say, well, there's air coming from it, coming through the same hole. They did a bad job.
So the ultimate goal is to fix it from the top down, management down?
The biggest thing is management. I mean, a lot of these teams got all these scouts and just people in charge, never played basketball, but that's what they going to. They going to guys who just do videos and work guys out and feel like they understand the game. It's not that easy. Miami finding out the guy they got coaching. I mean, he's a good video guy under Pat Riley, but be real. This guy can't coach. I mean, they can say all they want. They brought 3 superstars together. And they talking about, well, he did a good job. No, he didn't do a good job. He smiled too much. I mean, he don't have it. He looked good on the bench. Pat Riley looked good. He got a chance in LA, so I guess he said, I'm gonna make a superstar. Everybody said, hey, they can make somebody. I think Pat Riley will have to come back and coach behind the Heat.
You think if he? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you think if he came back early in the season, they would have had a better chance down the road, maybe in the finals?
He could have came back to the playoffs if it was one. It was just 2 or 3 possessions. In a game, you can see the guy slide. He would let guys slide like that. He good at seeing things. Call a timeout and pick you up. And all that celebrating, they wouldn't celebrate like that with mine and Pat Riley's coach. I mean, they can celebrate. I ain't saying they can't, but he will make sure that, it's a time to celebrate. It's all about playoff. I mean, it's all about business. These guys, he's saying, they get them going. I mean, I ain't never heard nothing like that. We'll get you going when you get up in the morning.
Charles, what's the difference between, so you went through the lockout in '99. What do you think the difference is between the players then and the players now in terms of how they're going through it?
I mean, it ain't the players, it's the owners. It's about dollars. So players can't lock themselves out. I mean, you get tired of it. It's like in football. The owners use the fans against the players, and so I feel sorry for the players. I mean, the owners. I mean, for the fans because they the one and people who got the jobs working for these different teams. So man, I think it's just bad. They keep trying to blame it like it's not the players' fault. They say it's the players' leave, so let the players play.
Do you see this coming to a resolution?
I don't know. Don't care.
Charles, I have a question. What's your personal biggest game? Your personal, not stats. What's the game that meant most to you?
I guess the last game we went to the finals. Get to the finals. I mean, get to the finals is hard thing. So that last game we played, so I can say that's the biggest game.
On MSG, is a lot that's going on. They're showing, I think, 20 or 30 different games from that '94 season. And they're getting ratings or relative ratings. Are you surprised at how much New Yorkers still care about that team, that group of you guys you opened?
Well, I mean, I guess we play with passion. I think that we try to go out every night, not just that year, but just go out and lay on the line and know what the city's about. You got to win, and if you don't win, they can let you know. But you got to play hard and understand. It's a long season, and that year we just battled. It was good games. I mean, we played, like watching the playoff last year, I watched a few games. The team losing about 30, 40 points in the playoffs. I mean, what kind of basketball? I mean, that's American. I mean, I think when we play in Chicago, all the good teams, when people came to New York, even though people say they love to play in the Garden because, it's the mecca of basketball, but we had a chip on our shoulder. People come in and talk about they like playing because, we're going to try to make sure you lose with an L. We're going to try to beat you down. So next time you come to New York, just, realize that, hey, there's no place to go and think that we're going to get an easy win. But that year, we just battled, just got there. We couldn't finish in Houston. We went back to Houston 3-2, but hey, like I said, we gave our best.
How much do you think about that game, Sam?
I don't really think about it because I think that we can't keep thinking about stuff that 94. I always remember we went to the finals, but I didn't just think about Game 7. When you lose, it hurts you so bad. You just don't want to keep thinking about it. It just corrupts you. It's crazy. You just feel like we should have won. I mean, we had a couple chances to get back, but we didn't get back. So that's a lot of things. Like the Rangers, Texas Rangers. Last year they lost, and they got right back on trail to get back. That's what you want to do when you lose. The next year you're supposed to go back and win. But we never got back. But the team got back in '98 after the lockout year.
You think that hard-nosed, aggressive style that you guys were so successful with that the city embraced under D'Antoni is obviously a little bit of a different approach. Do you think that style can be successful in the NBA more specifically?
I don't think so, but that's his coach. I mean, they knew when they signed him, they knew what, if you go by Bentley, you know it's not a Volkswagen. So when they signed him, they knew what they was getting. So that conversation should be dead because he's a West Coast offense playing in the hard-nosed city. And you got Giants, Jets, they all about defense, right? The Rangers got soft, so it is what it is.
You think they're obviously making steps in the right direction, or you think that a little resurgence on the horizon there?
Well, you always give somebody a chance, to prove themselves. I mean, this is fourth year. I mean, you got a lot of years. I mean, you got a lot of time. So hopefully that. I mean, I think it's just more half-court offense, and they need a big tough guy. I mean, he don't want to play that way. He don't want to play finesse, and it's not gonna work. You can't play finesse in East Coast. I mean, it is what it is.
So Mari can't duplicate the 90s opening?
Mari's good. He's good in his way. He's a West Coast player. Trying to translate him to the East Coast. And more years he played in the East, more his body will get damaged. Because he got to take a beating down. I mean, bad teams gonna play him hard. They in the middle of the pack team. I mean, I watched Boston. I went to the Boston game, but no way should let Boston. Should never swap. It's a bad situation. I mean, my thing is, the guys on the team don't know time possession. Everybody open on that team. So the ball should be going through Mari and Carmelo. You got other guys taking 15, 17 shots. That ain't gonna work. If they all, them the two main money guys, live with them, die with them. Douglas, I mean, they can shoot threes, yeah, but I want to see my main guys. And that's what I'm saying. You got to have a good, solid offense, half court. They have them pinned down, turn out, like everything that teams are just, easy to play.
That sounds like an offense pick for Carmelo. It's half court. Do you think he's an East Coast guy?
I don't know. We'll see. He ain't been in for 1 year. I'm just saying. I don't know. I mean, they got hype. Hype don't mean nothing.
What's your current status with the Knicks organization? Like, you not keeping contact?
No.
If they called you for any kind of
No, they don't deal with me.
Okay.
Would you come back if they asked, Charles?
They don't want to deal with me. I don't know why. I mean, I try to deal with them on some occasions. So I'm not gonna keep trying to,
But I mean, if they, like, say,
they're not gonna last.
There's a 20th anniversary.
They start to talk too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking about what?
Are you surprised they didn't bring Patrick back then?
Patrick, they don't like Patrick either. They won't get Patrick a job, so I know they gonna give me a job. Patrick should have a job before anyone. I mean, just probably the best guy since Virgil Monroe. So this is the main guy on the list. And, I think he did some kind of thing with him last year. I was surprised. Patrick sometimes hard to this way or no way.
How much do you keep in contact with the team from the 90s?
I talk to Patrick a lot. few other guys sometimes. I don't know, I can't trust them guys. they work with the Knicks, so I know they don't like me. So
Does that mean you don't talk to stars?
I talk to them sometimes. I mean, it is what it is. I think a lot of guys going behind my back dealing with the Knicks, and I feel that. Because some things I done told some guys and got back, it seemed like they hate me more than ever.
Hypothetically, if they were to reach out to you, would you
My door always been open for the Knicks. I tell them all the time. I mean, they said, something about the LeBron. I told LeBron to go to Miami. I'm like, y'all got to be one crazy organization in the world. I said, y'all should try to call me and talk to me, and maybe we can get LeBron in New York. You went through Isaiah, some of these other guys don't even know the guy. Allen, I mean, talk to LeBron. We have conversations all the time. And ask me questions, but
You think Isaiah still has a lot of pull with the organization?
I don't know. We're gonna have to over that. I mean, it's Isaiah. They best friend. I want to understand how he even got a job with the management. Number one, he had nothing to do with Knicks. Then he talked bad about Knicks. So I ain't really got too much. If I see him, he better turn around and go the other way.
Are you disappointed with the way things have gone with you and Patrick with the Knicks?
No, I'm not disappointed. I've been trying to get a job with the Knicks for like 6 years. First I started with Lenny, then Isaiah. Then they told me 2 summers ago they want to do a deal with me. I signed a contract to do 10 appearances with the Knicks. I said yes. So he called me in like July. July. So he said, "Oh, we're gonna give you a contract." So now we call me back. So I come to the game. I think who was playing? Chicago, New York. So I come to the game. I said, "What happened?" He said, "Well, they changed it." I said, "Why you call?" I mean, you called me, asked me to do something. I said yes, and you hold me up. But I don't know what I've done to him. Besides, under my contract when I was here.
We've had a couple different regimes in terms of general managers. So you think it's an ownership, it's a higher level than as far as what the problem is?
I mean, I do. It's still the owner was here when I was here, so I mean, I played hard. I got to feel I was underpaid. I didn't complain.
You mentioned the Heat before. When you talked to LeBron, what do you think their future is? Would you expect them to win a few titles, or is that up in the
I think
air?
they're gonna win because it's just the league don't have the talent. They got a lot of talent, and Dallas, LA's they trying to find. They got a new coach, so they gonna be a winning team, but I don't think they're gonna do too much. Unless, they need another point guard. I mean, they should have young. I mean, you got 3 superstars. I mean, they should be able to figure it out, but I think they need somebody to make big shots on the stretch. They got 3 marquee players, but I think Bosh is the best shooter, but they don't go from down the stretch. But
shouldn't that be? I mean, given LeBron's talent, shouldn't he be able to step up and make those plays, or do you think that's not in it to do that?
You watch the game?
Yeah, watch the game. You just think you know better, you know more than I do. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know. He's his own man, but on the court, I don't know. You got just as much eyesight as I do. I mean, some people just just make people better. I mean, he's a superstar, so some people can be superstars and have some flaws in their game, some weakness. But see, when he was in Cleveland, he used to handle the ball a lot more, so he had a better feel. Now you got to share the ball. Sometimes you have a feel for things in the game. It's hard just to make a big shot. He's thinking about the Birds or Michael Jordan, the clutch players. Even Dirk make a big shot. Them guys get the ball in their hand. The option is going through them. So now you got to go through Wade and go through Bosh. So that feeling's not there. I mean, he got big hands, so. You gotta have a big mitt, so that ball sometimes can be slipping and get to you. But we'll see what happens.
Do you think you made the right decision?
I don't know. That was his decision. I mean, I'm from Cleveland, so I'm gonna have a man about New York. So Because I want to see, I would love to see him in New York, but people in Cleveland want to see him stay in Cleveland. But I told him he was going to go to Miami or Chicago. They ain't going to believe me.
You played with Mike when he was, in his early 20s before he, won a title. You see some, in terms of physical talent. You think it's as you mentioned, Jordan's attitude and tenacity, practice that separate him from LeBron in terms of success on the court?
I mean, I wouldn't put them in the same conversation because, Michael Jordan took a while to win championships too, but different swag, different type of meaning. Kobe, anywhere if I played anybody Michael Jordan, I'd be Kobe Bryant, point blank. So, I know LeBron well. He don't have what Michael had. So I ain't going to sit there and try to, even discuss that one. I like LeBron a lot. I think that a lot of people, these radio, commentators, really killing him. And you watch him, you keep seeing actually people keep doing things over and over. I mean, just taking it for granted. This person, this is what he got. I mean, he's not gonna change. Even though when they lost to Boston before he left Cleveland, he had a triple-double. People say, well, he gave up. I mean, so I have a triple-double. That's good. I mean, that's what he do. He distribute the ball, try to make sure everybody happy. I mean, he had moments. Everybody had moments in life. Like you just said, I had a moment, 24 rebounds, but sometimes the game calls for that. And we know that when he was at Cleveland, he made a lot of big shots in that series. And when they beat Detroit and went to the finals, they played San Antonio. I mean, he was at, what, 4th year in the league then, I think, 3rd year, 4th year, and he was still in it. But what hurt him was Cleveland. When he first got to Cleveland, and everybody was it was all the hop, all LeBron. So my thing is, when he got there, they didn't work on his weakness. Now his weakness is coming out. He's a superstar. Now everybody talking about, well, he can't post, he can't play with the back too fast, he can't play without the ball. But when he was in Cleveland, he always had the ball. They never made him do nothing else because he was a good average 20, 30 points. What he was doing, so it was like how many points would he average? So now he got to go back to the fundamentals. To be a superstar, go back to the fundamentals. That's a big, turnaround. Working your post game, working past the ball. But it don't really be the same because you got 3 superstars on the team, like him Wayne Boss. He still you gotta have a feel. I mean, it's easy to say, well, I'm gonna take a big shot, but you ain't got a feel. You keep taking it, like A-Rod, he in the lineup, but he just ain't, he's timing it off. He had a pretty injury, so he got to fight that. He got to fight the ball coming 100 miles an hour. It ain't easy. But it's New York. And you got some round cast. Other good players. They need some pitching though.
Talk a little bit about your collection with QAndA. How do you start this deal with that? And why do you have that?
Right.
Yeah, talk a little bit about your collection.
It was just great that when I got the, I think they call it car wash, some kind of way, and we just start talking it up and tell me about the other guys, World Be Free, Roddy Test, and just like we can make something good out of this. Came to New York, met with me, and just one thing led to another one, and then we got serious. We sent the contract and seeing what type of stuff they were trying to put out. We did a full shoot, kept talking on the phone, they kept building the brand, getting stuff together, I liked it.
Did you help to design?
Huh?
Did you help to design the clothes?
I have inputs, but I was just, we always talking about stuff, but my credibility that ain't my avenue, so hopefully in the next go around, next year, some new collection come out that I have some input.
We always make sure to get Steve Banks, so.
Big Ed.
So, where else?
Oh, we talked about some not as successful as you probably want with the Bobcats. But one guy who did have maybe his best of his career, best season of was Kwame Brown. A lot of people credited you with some of that improvement. Some connection there?
Well, I think, I give Paul, when he first got the job, and we sit down and talk about the other coaches, Sean Cleveland and Ralph, guards, small forward, and big guys. So we all have, skills for what we got. Ralph was a 2 guard, small forward in Detroit. His son played point guard. And we just took the guys and tried to just show them that what we want them to do night in, night out, and the scheme of our game, what we wanted the guys to know on the court. We worked with them. I think with Kwame, I was with him in Washington. I think no one ever took the time out and give the details. He's a big guy. What he's supposed to do night in, night out. And we just started working some drills, showing him some moves inside, do what you can do. And I always told him, you get the ball in the paint, you shoot it. You get off the rebound, throw it out. I mean, it's like you get the ball in the paint, you're supposed to shoot it. Whenever they give you the ball, you're supposed to shoot it. I mean, you're not a scorer. Like when we played, if you won this 1, 2, 3 options, the ball wasn't going to be in your hand. Some teams now put the ball in guys' hands, shouldn't even have the ball. And that's why some of the bad teams now, they feel like they gotta have all this other stuff. But Kwame, he's a big guy. He's been in the league 10 years, and he had a good year. I mean, he started listening. I had to get on him a little bit. So I told him I'm not here just to be here. I'm not here. When I leave here, I want to make sure you got something different. I understand. Somebody can see it through it in yourself, and that's what we try to do as coaches. And we stayed on them guys. We came in on a run mid-season to put an offense. I think it was good, to change from one offense to another offense and get the guys' mindset, to finish the season on a good note. We made trades during the season, so there's a lot of different stuff going on. But at the end of the season, they were happy with what happened with the team, and everybody doing, guys want to, really have a good understanding, and we got their attention, and so it should be a good thing for this year whenever the season starts. I think that Kwame's a free agent, we don't know he's coming back, so we have to do that.
The Knicks will need a center too. Might be small. Knicks actually in the market for center. I think he'd be a decent fit.
Oh, somebody was saying he's gonna get paid. I told I joke around, but I mean, with a body like that, they say he got one of the best bodies in the league, and you can just stand in the lane these days, and you up $7-8 million. It is what it is.
Do you think at all about being a head coach? Is that something you maybe like to do? Now you're
I don't know.
assistant.
I don't know. I like coaching. It's easy. I mean, when you play, and it's a main part of what's going on in the league. When you play and understand, the defense, and just, present yourself. I think that head coach's job is really easy. It's like, captain on the plane. I mean, you don't be in the cockpit unless you know what you're doing. So I think that it's just a title you get, because once you get head coach, all you gotta do is monitor the game. Timeouts, know when to run, down the stretch, the team score, time possession, how many possessions. I mean, if you need a big play or a big shot, you call timeout. And the most important time is like 1 to halftime. Teams can't come out third quarter lackadaisical, fourth quarter, you want to start sluggish. So it's just knowing, the body language of the game.
Did you ever expect to coach, or was it something you thought when you were playing?
I was coaching when I was playing. I started coaching, I think, when I left Chicago. It's just what I brought to the game. Leader coach. I think that I was more of a leader coach, because I anchored the defense. I was always talking, putting guys in position, let guys know that, me and John had a good core, because John was a guy we played lock and trail defense. And my thing, I always tell John, if I don't see a shot, I'm always going to jump out. And you always just run to the body of the big man, That was something I never said that to me or nothing. That's something I told him. Because in a lot of key situations, we chasing Reggie Miller, chasing Michael. If I don't see a shot, you know, I know that my man not gonna slip. And that's that happened one time. We lost with Bulls, I think, in Game 6. You know, John was somebody else. You know, I helped out, and I think it was Bill Wilson from St. John. He slipped. And
Jordan passed over the layup.
Yeah. But you know, it just wasn't great. But I'm saying, just you gotta know who you're playing with. And I think something that happened, we made a sub or something, and we didn't communicate. And I knew my key. You know, like lead singer. It's like a group. It's for me time for me to do my part. So,
I see you on Twitter all the time talking to your fans, and it definitely seems like your relationship with your fans is strong as ever. What do you think people relate to with you? It seems like all generations can really relate to Charles Oakley.
Well, I really tried to start like a couple of years ago in the playoff, and my man Gerald and we got the Bottom Line talk show, and we started really dealing with the fans, and I tried to give them feedback about the game before the game started, what would happen, what to predict, and I just try to continue to do that, and I get a lot of stuff back from the fans saying that they like it because a lot of guys always talk about doing something, never do it. So I'll try to be a man of my word and try to get the fans before the game happens. And I think that I have a good understanding and try to be on point because you don't want to talk too much and it don't make sense. And I think I try to make sense. I try to, it might be something I said crazy, some stuff that people, their eyebrows might go up, but I like what I say, and I take a chance when I say.
If something like Twitter existed when you were an active player, you think you would have gone on it? Or was it too dangerous?
I just do it for the fans and for business. I don't just do like a lot of people, like I'm going to Burger King, I'm going to the bathroom, I'm going down to Stop and Shop, and you don't embarrass yourself.
How would you compare current players in general to the players that from your heyday in the '90s? Like
I don't know. I like the players. They respect me. I mean, I don't have a problem with young guys. If I see something wrong, I tell them. I don't like a lot of things they do, but at the end of the day, I mean, they like it up to them. But I think a lot of people say they don't respect a lot of older guys, but I don't have a problem. They don't have to speak to me. They don't owe me nothing. I mean, most of them, they see me speak, they honor me, so it's no big deal. But a lot of people look for they disrespect the game. I don't look at disrespect the game. I think management let them disrespect the game.
Do you think the guys are too friendly now as compared to? I mean, I know you were friends with a lot of guys in the league, but it surely didn't look like it.
Misquote me. I'm a friend with a lot of guys.
Well, I mean, you were friends with Michael. You were friends with Michael, and you guys had.
I was friends with a few other guys.
But
I'm not friends with Barkley though.
Wow. Oh, that was you. I mean, for instance, you and Michael have a good relationship, but you guys have one of the most heated rivalries.
See, he got a lot of friends. I have friends. Some of his friends I don't like, but they his friends.
Mm-hmm.
So
it just seems like at the end of games now, it's kind of a love it. I mean, which it wasn't like when you were playing. You okay with that, or does it matter? I mean,
hey, that's what they want to do. I mean, you can't separate yourself being hugging and shaking everybody's hand at the game or something, but that's what they want to do. More power to them. I mean, I'm trying to get an edge. Every game I'm trying to get an edge. Because I'm not a dog.
You think the game is just soft?
I played with them a couple times. I don't know. This is what they want to do. Like I said, if I was playing, I'd play the same way.
As a teammate, who was the best teammate you played with, or who did you like playing against?
Best teammate, thing. I didn't look at the game. I just played the game.
Nobody stuck out, like played harder than anyone else, like to you that you just.
No.
Anyone didn't play hard at all? It just.
A lot of them play hard. I mean, but that's not up to me though. I mean, my think I don't worry about something I can't control. You know, I just try to make sure the guys I'm playing with is playing with how we have a scheme of things on offense and defense. A lot of times I want to take the jump, but I could.
Oh, is there a player in the game right now that reminds you of yourself when you play?
Well, I don't think nobody reminds me of myself when I play. I mean, like you said, Dennis Rodman, but we different. I mean, he was one of the best rebounders, power forward probably. He couldn't shoot, I could. I mean, he did dumb stuff I did.
Oh, was there, you know, your game was built on so much intimidation. Was there a player that you went up against that really kind of intimidated you a little bit?
No.
Slightly?
Oh, God. No. I didn't look for that. I mean, everybody said, I'm glad I had the edge. I don't walk around trying to have people afraid of me. I mean, I try to enjoy people.
How surprised are you that New York still embraces you after your career's been over? And yet the fact is that you still really hold good dear to their heart.
Well, I feel like when I was in New York, I gave them all I could. I mean, all I had at all times. And I mean, don't hate me because I ain't did nothing to hate me. I didn't win, but I gave effort. I mean, it is what it is. But I just try to have play a lot of heart and leave on the line. I think that the fans, some Hard Knocks fans here, and they said what's on their mind. I'm not mad at that because in life things they always want to go right for you, and I appreciate they boo or whatever they say. Make you more grinding, make you let you show you still need more work to do and get better in some areas.
Outside of the games against Charlotte, do you still root for the Knicks? When they're not playing Charlotte, do you root for the Knicks?
I like the Knicks. Root. I came to the playoff game last year. So if I wasn't here to root for them, I wouldn't have been there.
Who would you say your favorite players to watch are now?
Wow. Watch. I think Kobe still probably the favorite player. You got some guys who dunks, but when we played, dunks really didn't count. You got to dunk in half court, not like wide open dunk. It was more like when you can dunk half court, that was special. You got roles of how, on his side, what he can do. I like Westbrook. I like Darren Williams this year. I don't know what happened to his game. It seemed like he just he left Utah, and I don't know what happened. They had a great coach, and he got fired. And they let players dictate too much. These guys have a one of them, and so like Chris Paul, that small guy do what he do. Big guys.
What about Dirk?
Who?
What about Dirk?
Dirk is good. Dirk showed this year, and he changed his game. Not just a three-point shooter, mid-range post. Same like Bosh, but he's a better shooter than Bosh. He got more range. He can stretch the defense. He's a tough guy to guard now. He needs to add something to his game. So, and for the league, the way the guys play, it happened. It happened for him at his 13th year in the league. He won the championship 6 years ago. And he was the same Dirk, but the league was tougher back then. Now the league is a little softer, so his game is overshadowed in the players he played against.
I was going to say, can you watch games as a fan, or is it more like, man, if I were playing against this guy, I would just put him out?
No, I don't think like that. They got some talent, but I don't really watch a lot. But since I started back coaching, I watch. But I go to playoff games. It's hard just to watch regular season because they don't do that. They don't run plays. They just dribble the ball. You might watch the playground.
Yeah, I was saying, like someone like Chris Bosh, he wouldn't have been really much of a power forward back in the late 80s.
No, he's not a power forward like the wing guy.
So you think that more than Dirk changing anything he did, it was the game?
Dirk changed his game. He took less three-pointers. He got his mid-range, one of the best mid-range jumpers in the game. He just got he got stronger. When you play a long time, your body, and the ball's going through you, his shot is still there. Probably the best big man shooter. They said him and Bird, but Dirk got a lot of stuff. I give Bird the edge because he got more range, but Dirk can play. They say he's soft, but he can play. A lot of soft guys won championships.
I think that mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art. I mean, that's something you get a lot of credit for.
Definitely lost. Ain't no shooters. I mean, you guys can shoot. You're more value shooter. I mean, your team shoot 40%. I think back in the days, you ain't shoot 48 to 50%. You weren't gonna be on the floor.
I apologize if this was asked before. If I said just NBA lockout, what's the first thing that comes to mind for you?
David Stern.
Do you think they're going to have a season this year?
I don't know.
What advice would you have for any of the players, like the Knicks, current players that are playing in New York? What it would take for them to be sort of remembered and revered like yourself? What advice would you have for them?
I tell them they gotta be humble. I see a lot of guys doing a lot of talk shows and stuff, TVs. I think New York, you gotta get your job done, do another job. And the fans seeing that you know taking the lackadaisy, you know, and like you already covered something, just come here. That's not gonna be good. You gotta be grinding. You gotta show the fans that I'm here about work, and when it comes with work, I accept it once I do my work.
Okay, have you ever looked back at your career and thought about if you were not traded to New York when you stayed in Chicago and possibly won a championship with Chicago?
You never know. Possibly. I mean, it was about following what's going on in the league, and I think that, you know, for the been in the league, the many years I played, I've seen a lot of shady stuff going on in this league. So, you gotta, you know, Michael's gonna win like LeBron gonna win sooner or later. Kobe got a chance. I mean, it's like the two guards, incredible two guards get championship rings. Like, not a lot of the big guys. I mean, you know, good job.
Again, this might have been something that was asked. What about this clothing line really speaks to you? Like, what kind of attracted you to align yourself here?
You know, when I talk with the guys, okay, when I asked, he was telling me about the ex-guys they had played the league and, you know, what they felt about me in New York. They really going to push the line, and they thought it would be something special. And I was like, wow. And, you know, I didn't know that I had that much, you know, people behind me to feel like I was be something special. I can be a brand. And more and more, like I said, Twitter, Facebook, and people's, you know, getting feedback and this and that, and you know, it's okay. Maybe so. Maybe it's a career for me after basketball. So we got together, came up with this.
You satisfied with how it came out?
Huh?
You satisfied with how it came out? I think that's great.
I hope we just, you know, keep growing. I hope we just like add on, you know, every year and make it special.
One thing about some American and European players going to Europe to play, some having success and having some being in contact.
Well, I mean, like when I first got in the league, you know, you had maybe two European players. I mean, and I think as the league went on, as they changed the rules, you got more European players come over here. And I think that was their return goal to go global, but I don't know.
Because we were talking about the fashion, and you were at the top of it when Boris Diaw was playing there. When Boris Diaw, the French player, was playing there. What do you think about him and about the fact that he signed for his own club in the second division in France?
What, he signed in France?
Yeah, in the second division, the club where he's playing.
What do you get?
Great. Great.
He signed?
Yeah.
He was out of shape all year for us.
What do you think about him as a player? Because in France,
he got knowledge. I mean, he's a global guy. I mean, Europe guy, you know, played two of their positions in the past, but he.
You think he could do better than what's been doing somehow? It's a perception we haven't.
He didn't do that with the Bobcats. You know, they always talk about his IQ for the game.
Yeah.
I mean, he got IQ, but like I said, he went. I don't know. He can play. They wouldn't never sign him, but it's a different style of guy. Man, coffee all the time.
One thing I always remember watching after games is your haircut and your sweaters. I always used to like look at the fashion you used to do after the game. What was your favorite sneaker to play?
Favorite sneaker? I wasn't really the type of guy. I just played, whoever gave me the deal, like, my thing is when I played, I always try to, wear suits, make a statement. I think play 40 minutes, take a shower, come out, I want to be fresh. I always want to wear a nice suit, nice hat. I try to separate myself. I don't want to come out, walking in the street, looking the way I was doing, in the game.
No particular sneakers that I've been playing?
No. Sneakers, you gotta make yourself. Sneakers don't make you.
What was your favorite haircut? So what was your favorite haircut? Flat top, transcurrent.
That's more like gas.
Whatever was in style at the time?
No, really, it was just, just basic things.
With suits and stuff, did you get inspired a little bit by Clyde when you came here?
I like Clyde. When he was, we had different styles.
Yeah.
Clyde didn't throw away no suits. I like Clyde though. Guess what? I like Clyde.
I think he's still wearing stuff from his playing days a little bit sometimes. Seems like.
If you stay the same size, you can win.
Yeah.
Give him credit. He gain weight like some guys do.
Yep.
So, with Michael, do you ever get to set him straight or rein him in at all? Or you seem like probably one of the only people who could do that.
Yeah, a lot. We have a lot of heated conversations about the league. About he's the only guy who been travel 90% of the time and get 7 fouls every game.
How surprised are you that people don't realize how much you know about other sports besides basketball? You think it's surprising?
No, we was talking about baseball earlier, but a lot of people always try to hold you to what you do, and I think that it's good to know other stuff. And that's why I go to other games and get to know other players, and pick their brains, and see what they think about their game. But it's just something. It's good to have in your back pocket for conversation when you meet people, talk to people. Level other things out basketball.
Yeager's re-signed CC if he helps out. Speaking of Forrest Diaz, he's getting better shape.
CC as the season went on, he got a little laxation. I think, at the All-Star break, it seemed like a lot of stuff set in, a lot of different locker rooms around the baseball league. Short of Boston, and then the Yankees in the playoff. I think after A.J. Burnett cut his hair, he would win some kind of bob. Then I guess after he went 0, he won his first 4 games of Monday and went 0-8. So he cut his hair short, but he didn't have to. He pitched good that one what's the name, but that was it. But they got to sign. They signed CC. What messed them up, but they didn't sign Cliff Lee. That really, messed the whole pitching strategy. They don't really have no number 2. Well, kid Noah.
No.
He did good for a rookie, but it was time to, step up. So they just have to see that.
Yankees need a GM, cashed on a contract, you apply for that job.
GM? No, they did it. It was just spend money. It ain't hard to be a GM in there. Goes down Full and put, what's the name, the third base, put Full at first.
Sure.
What you gonna do with A-Rod then?
DH will tell him go back to Florida. Go get some more steroids.
You probably answered this already, but if you were in Derek Fisher's position right now, is there anything you would do different?
No, just he's been doing a good job league.
Does this feel different than the '99 lockout? Obviously, you're a much bigger part of that one.
I don't know how this will feel.
What you think about Mark Sanchez and the problems that the Jets are encountering? Santonio Holmes calling out the offensive line. What do you think about that?
I went to the Jets game against Dallas, but he just looked so scared to me in the room. I don't know why they say they're good quarterbacks. The defense make the team. You draft a guy in the top 5 draft pick, and you got to walk him to school and walk him to the buffet every day. You got to let him go. Let's see what he got. This is New York. I tweeted one day. I said after this game they lost to who they lost? I think they lost to Oakland. I said I can't we'll see what Joe Namath will say.
Sure
Joe
enough.
Namath was like, man. And somebody tweeted back the joke I'm at the bar. But I like the kid, but he just, I mean, I don't know how they rate these quarterbacks. I mean, these little 5 and 6 yard little outs ain't getting it. I mean, it's New York. I ain't going downfield. You got the best defense in the game. You got to score points. I mean, the defense is offense to me. I mean, they made some moves. You got Holmes, you got Burrow at receiver. You got a good tight end. I think ever since Jones left, the running game been disaster. They should have signed Jones back. They should never let him into Kansas City. And that's been the downfall. This guy got 1,400 yards. You let him go. And we saw cutting corners. The air still coming in the windows.
You a boxing fan at all?
Boxing.
Who do you like right now?
I like Mayweather, but I like Pacquiao too. I don't know wait on the fight. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been going to boxing too long, and Mayweather, I know he might have a strategy for he getting $100 million, but my thing is, you owe this to the fans. The fans are paying money. You got to fight Pacquiao. I don't care what he owns. Find out what he owns. You get on the same thing. It is what it is.
Yeah, I've been really looking forward to your cooking show.
Yeah.
Come back. What's the? Is there a status for that?
Trying to get a deal. You know someone? No.